Today, we're talking about 4 reasons why you should be gathering client testimonials. So if you're not yet doing it, by the end of today, you will be collecting client testimonials. And I'm also going to share with you strategies on how you can collect client testimonials. And some of the time, the clients won't even know that you are doing testimonials. But you will get their permission, of course, before using them. Some of these strategies I'm going to give you will allow you to really build your business in a sustainable way and also grow lots of other areas of your business as well. So that's why I want to speak to you about the 4 main reasons why it is so important for you to build that client testimonial database. Before I get into that, let me share what happened to us at one stage. We had years worth of testimonials in a drive inside of Google. I'm talking like 3 years worth of testimonials. And somebody deleted the folder. Right? So we are in the process of growing that testimonial list again. So a hot tip is when you are collecting testimonials, don't just store it in one place. Even when I was a teacher back at universities and in different TAFEs around Victoria here, I never let my students off by telling me that, the USB died or the dog ate my homework. Because in this day and age, we should know that technology isn't guaranteed. And I always have a rule of 3. Things should be kept in 3 locations. So hot tip before we even get into the reasons why you should be getting client testimonials is hot tip. Keep it in 3 places, okay? Don't be like me 3 years down the track or more where you've lost all your testimonials and have to start all over again. So can we promise we're going to do that? Yes? Awesome. Okay. So let me head over to my whiteboard so that we can write these things out. So your number 1 reason why you should be collecting client testimonials is it gives real life quality of service. Because when people are thinking about whether or not your program is a good fit for them or not, the best way for them to do to get that research to understand whether or not you're a good fit for them or not is they're going to go and read the client testimonials. So it's super important to give real life examples of the quality of your service. Because think about it, you go and you want to buy something, even if it's shoes or a piece of software, or you want to hire a company, or you want to go and rent an Airbnb. Right? You are going to go and read the client testimonials, right? You'll type in name of service, reviews, and go and check out the reviews. So the number 1 reason is real life quality of service. Now, the second one is, and this is really important. I mean, they're all important, but it will build your credibility. So if you don't have any testimonials out there, how do they know you're a legit business, a legit company, if there is no testimonials out there for them to see? What we actually do is we tend to forget to do it, but what we're even trying to do is get Google testimonials each week when we do coaching with our clients. So you want to build that credibility over time by always asking for those testimonials. It builds trust with your potential customers. They can read about other experiences from those real life people who have been through your program, and it can help build credibility and increase the likelihood that they will choose you over a competitor. Now, third reason is number 3, it will improve your service. How does it improve your service? Well, when we're getting testimonials, we're not just wanting people to blow wind up our ass, as my mum would say, right? We're not just wanting people to tell us that we're absolutely amazing all the time. We're also looking for areas in our business that we can improve. And when we hear from people about what they like, but also what they didn't like, it allows us to really grow a business that isn't built for us. It is built for our clients. Our business has changed so much. If your business looks the same as it did 12 months ago, then you are not scaling. You are not growing. You are not modifying your offer for your clients. And then eventually your business will stop growing. It will stop scaling. So you want to ensure that you're not just looking for the bright, shiny, yeah, you're amazing testimonials, but areas in where you can improve. I'll give you an example. We send out a 90-day review. And in that 90-day review, we got one back that said, well, if you want to do it yourself and get no support, then this is the program for you. They never reached out to me. And I'm like, well, first off, my first reaction was, well, I'm amazing. I have an open Zoom room 4 days a week, 8 hours a day. And she's blaming us for her not reaching out. So first off, I'm like, well, you're an adult. Why didn't you come in and talk to somebody? But then as a business owner who's always wanting to improve, I said, okay, sure, maybe she's trying to blame us when she should have just come into the VOZ. But what can we do? Well, this year we've actually hired Jackie. She starts with us on a more regular basis. She's still running another business, so she will actually reach out to the clients. That's something that people want. So honestly, it'll take her maybe, we're going to time it. We haven't done it to all of our clients yet, but it might take her half an hour to 1 hour once a week to reach out and check in with our clients. Sure, they should be adults and checking in with us, but hey, if I can pay someone to do that and create a better customer experience, why shouldn't I do that? Right? So always not just be looking for the bright and the shiny. Also keep your eyes open for how you can improve your service by asking for that feedback. And the fourth one, and the one that you all want, right, is to generate new leads. Not only new leads, but also to get and increase your sales. So by having those testimonials out there, you will get more leads. If you put testimonials on your opt-in pages, depending on what type of opt-in page, I'm going to also come back to, if we haven't done it to our clients, just model what we're doing. Some places we put testimonials and some places we don't. However, it will increase your lead generation when somebody sees that other people have had success doing the thing or reading the document or watching the video that they're opting in for. And then when it comes to the sale, they are also going to look at the feedback, look at the testimonials and see, as a potential customer, are they going to choose you over a competitor? Is there more trust that they've built because they've read all about those positive experiences that the existing clients are having? So your 4 reasons why you should be collecting testimonials is 1, we want you to get real life quality of service in front of those people thinking about joining you. Secondly, it builds credibility in the eyes of those people who want to know from real people if your service is going to be what they want, and that credibility is likely to help people choose you over your competitor. Number 3, improve your service. So testimonials will give you the understanding of how to improve your service and in what areas of your business the customers appreciate most. And finally, generate what we're all looking for, new leads and sales, so that when you generate new leads, it increases your sales. And as a potential customer may not yet trust you, when they read those testimonials, it'll help to convert them from a lead to a client when they read all of those positive experiences. Now, let me share with you a few ways in which you can start collecting testimonials. So when we run a live event, we will actually include questions that we have people answer that elicits a testimonial. For example, a great one is, what did you like best? You'll hear me say this all the time. What did you like best? And it'll be part of the larger questions that we do, but then we get written testimonials. And we can take a screenshot of those testimonials and file them into your testimonial folder. And again, in three places. I recommend when you are taking screenshots of testimonials that you do it on a computer. And what happens is when you enlarge, so you hit Command or Control Plus or just zoom on your screen, it will zoom and hold the quality of the text and take it in a nice big image as well, okay? So don't have it little tiny snap on your phone. Take a bigger zoomed in screenshot on a computer, because if you ever want to print it, you want good quality for print. It will look fine on a screen. But what if you want to put them into like a little welcome booklet or something? So when you are taking screenshotted testimonials, then zoom in on a computer and take a screenshot that way. The other thing we do is in a live, we will ask people to tell us what they like best. And another great question is, what would you say to somebody who was thinking about doing this training? So again, we incorporate these types of questions throughout the live events that we teach our clients to do. So we're actually gathering testimonials without actually saying to the people, we're gathering testimonials. But if we really like what they say, then we will ask them, is it okay if we use this? Another one is Google reviews. If you go and make sure your business is attached as a Google account and Google Business, then you can ask people at the end of your sessions, at the end of your training, at the end of your live events, at the end of coaching sessions, to drop a Google review for you, because one, that's going to help with SEO, social proof. When they do type in name of your business with reviews, it's going to come up in the Google review area, which is something we're very bad at. We are very, very bad at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my team to put below this video on LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram and Facebook, in all the places we stream this video, a link to our Google review. And even on our podcast, I'm going to put in this episode a link to the Google review. And if you're watching or listening to this episode, could you please go and leave a lovely Google review for this training or any other trainings that you've been through? That would be like sharing some sparkle love back. That would be awesome. Thank you. So that's another one you can do. And again, once those Google reviews in, we can take a screenshot of those Google reviews. And you can also automate your Google reviews with a link. So when you copy a link to ask for a review, it will automatically pop up in the Google review little pop-up window. And you can send that out in emails. So when people attend any of your live events or a part of your training program, put it in a long-term nurture that at a certain point throughout the training, you are asking for a Google review. Another one is your business page. If your business page has the opportunity for you to leave feedback, I've noticed, and I don't know if this is still the case, but it used to be once you got over a certain amount of followers, the review thing used to disappear. You may be able to turn it on. I think it was because you would just get like people who weren't really nice just leaving horrible reviews to drag you down. Now, that may have changed, but I did notice kind of when we started getting really high over on Facebook, that disappeared. A fourth way to get reviews is ask. And the best way to do a review when you ask either somebody who's been through free training or through your program is ask them to come in and talk to you. And it'll only be like a 5 or a 10-minute conversation, but you can record the conversation. Because if you ask them to write something, chances are they're probably not going to do it, or very few people do it. So what I find, and this I actually got from Amy Porterfield, because they kept asking me for a testimonial and I just couldn't find the time to do it. And then she said, hey, why don't you come in and I'll get one of my girls to interview you, and then we will transcribe the interview, send it back to you to approve, and then we will be able to put that onto the website. And I was like, oh, wow, that's a really good idea. I should do that. So asking somebody to do that as well. You can incentivize a review as well by granting them an extra session with you to thank them for their time. You're not incentivizing them to give you a good review, like you're not paying them, but you can, if they're already in your program, a little bit of extra sparkle love, I would say. If you give us a review and I'm not paying you, but, I will give you some extra one-on-one time and we can talk about your review as well. And then when you have this plethora of different types of testimonials and reviews, it's not just one thing that you have, especially if you use the videos. Because with the videos, you can create like a little quote out of the video with a photo of the person that you can go and grab from their social and then ask them, is it okay if we use this testimonial? Another one is you can create an audiogram, which is like a still image or a video image that you can't see their face, but you can watch the words. That's what an audiogram is. And you'll see them. If you want to go check out my Instagram, we have lots of audiograms. Another one is you could edit the little videos down and then you've got a video testimonial. We made some really cute video testimonials just using Canva, where we have it like we've taken the video, but we've got a still image that looks like a computer if they've done landscape, or it looks like somebody holding a phone if they've done it in portrait. So it kind of jazzes up the testimonials by putting having a still image and then the video, and then you save it out as an MP4, as long as it looks a bit, branded like you. At the bottom of that, we usually say what program or what resource they've had that gave that they gave that testimonial for. So there are so many different things you can do with a testimonial, especially with the video testimonials. And then, of course, even the ones that you've snapshotted, if you want to brand them, you can, and make your own little graphics with the words. Personally, I think that when you see the snapshot from Google or Facebook or wherever the testimonial has come from, it looks more legit versus you just, making a graphic up so it looks branded. I would prefer to see the actual lots of little snippets from all the testimonials inside the Facebook group. So there we go. There's a few different ideas for how to collect testimonials. One, by getting testimonials from people without them actually realizing they're giving testimonials. Second one is how to get those written testimonials to help with your SEO searches over on Google. And then how to use video and different ways, like get them to actually live stream or bring them in for an interview, and the multitude of ways that you can actually take a video and use it across all different types of media and different formats as well. All right, so if you really love these tips, make sure you do subscribe, hit that bell button so that you can get all the reminders. We also have this live stream. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any of these live streams. So hit that little bell, ding, ding. Or if you're out on the podcast, make sure you do also subscribe so you don't miss any of the weekly podcast drop lessons. And if you don't want to miss any of the live sessions, then make sure you register with Dr. Sparkle. And now I'm going to head over to the VIP room and get some feedback on today's session. So please turn on those cameras. I don't know if Meg's made her way into the room. As Meg, I saw your question come in a minute ago that you don't know how to get into the Zoom room. So all you need to do is head to Slack, and in the I am live thread, there will be a link to the VOZ. It's the same link we always use. I would recommend that you save it to your favorites as well. But let's go around the room and get some feedback on today's session before we go dark and do all of our sexy numbers and our goals for the week. Erica, what was a key takeaway for you?
Well, just the major one that you suggested, storing things in 3 places. But also I know we did kind of a round robin 2 of the Google reviews, which you don't really think of. So I the light bulb always goes off when you say the Google reviews. So
yeah, remind me that we'll be doing that today because we forgot over the last few weeks to do that, and I do need a reminder. What about you, Eva? What was an aha moment for you?
Oh my goodness. Just asking more for testimonials, including that in everything that I do, so that regardless of whether it's a free challenge that I do or whether it's my online course, that testimonial is in there and I'm sharing that with people.
Yeah, it takes a bit of practice to remember. And as you know, I forget the Google one. What about Kanae, brand new sparkler in the world? Kanae, what was a key aha for you? I am going to come around the room. So while we wait for Kanae to come back, because she's probably off doing something, Trisha, how about you, darling?
Mine was 1 to 3 places because that's really clever. But also 2, for helping people to make it easy. Like you said with Shanae, if it's a video or, the format that you want, write it out and get them to fill in the blanks of what they feel about that space. I like that too.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing. Robin, how about you? You're on mute before you start talking. There we go.
I'm having a few technical issues at the moment. For me, it was about incorporating it into the system of everything that you do. So you're just incorporating it into your regular processes. So it's not something that you think about once a month of like, oh, gee, heck, I better organise some testimonials this week. But it's something that's part of your weekly routine, and that can be automated and, setting it up as a regular part of your routine.
Yeah, I love that. And that just reminded me. So as we all head out soon, we'll be doing our rocks, our scorecard. And one of our rocks is to collect testimonials, because when we were building out a new part of this evergreen system that we're building, we're like, whoa, where are all the testimonials, right, for the new program? And we've got them, but we hadn't actually been grabbing them out every week. Right. So we have them floating around everywhere, but there was no process that every week we were making sure we were collecting testimonials. So we've actually made it one of our weekly scorecard numbers. So every Monday, Jackie's posting inside of Asana and inside of our Slack team channel. Who's got the reviews? Are they ready? And it's become part of our weekly routine now because we forgot to actually, sure, we're getting them, but we're not copying them and downloading them and putting them anywhere. So that was it. Yeah, thank you for reminding me about that as well, Robin. Meg, I saw you out on the live stream. She made it into the Voz. That's okay. It's just learning how to navigate when you first join us. What was a key takeaway for you?
For me, it was, I never think to ask somebody for a video. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm a writer naturally, so, write it out and I'll be good with that. But to have somebody video it and get the little sound clips and things like that, I think that's really was one of the bigger takeaways for me today.
Excellent. Vu, I saw you jump in right towards the end. Did you catch today's training part? Yeah. What was a key takeaway for you?
Yeah, I did catch the very first part of it, and then obviously the very end. Obviously with the testimonials, I did it in my last launch, which was just last week. I was able to grab some testimonials. You said that it was important because before someone buys anything, they read the testimonials first, the reviews, as you said. So even in my launch, I grabbed a few. Unfortunately, they weren't video, so I'll ask for videos next time. But I grabbed a few, which was good for the course.
So as you all know, here part of our program, we've got 3 stages of message mining. So even in your message mining, right, the second stage of it and the third stage, we can also be getting testimonials from there. So you're going to be doing that message mining project now that you've all finished, or whoever launched. There were so many of you launching last week. I'm like, oh my God. So we created a second calendar for launching because it was very hard to read the Voz calendar. But yes, make sure you finish launching. You do your launch debrief document, okay? And then book in, go through that and let's also review all your numbers. But do reach out and book in those message mining ones as well for post-launch. Sarah, what is your key takeaway?
Well, I missed the beginning, but one part that I heard that really, really resonated me because I did just launch last week and I'm about to set up message mining interviews with the people that attended is that not only can I use that as an opportunity to get feedback on the workshop, but I can get testimonials. And if they're in the Zoom call with me and I'm recording it, ta-da!
Yeah.
2 things with one call, right?
Exactly. So, yes.
Awesome.
Awesome. Well, thank you everyone for sharing your key takeaways. I really appreciate that. Now, for all of those out there on the live stream, we're about to go dark. So I'm going to be spending the next hour and a bit with our clients, doing our strategy for the week, tracking our sexy numbers for the week, and all of those good things. But if you want to know more about the program, you can go to freedomfunnelacademy.com, have a look around, see if it's something that you're interested in. But otherwise, have an absolutely fabulous week. It's the beginning of the week for most of you. So never let anyone dull your sparkle and make sure you get at least one income producing activity done each and every day.